I wasn't really going to do this, but I think Barbara had the idea that it might be of some value, and then I felt honored to do it. And I got to tell you, there's kind of like a warm spot here from where Andrew was. It's really great, and very fitting too. Thank you. The reason I wanted to do this is I told Dan Barry, who's the Wilfred O'Connor awardee, a story that I wanted to share with you, because I think it talks a lot about who Bill was. And of course, he was very special to me because 30 years ago, we tried to reify this association. It hadn't been funded, it didn't have an office, it didn't have a staff, and together we kind of started it, and Bill had been with it from the beginning, and I came along, tagged along after that. But the story that I told Dan was about Bill's funeral, which came as a real surprise to me because I went to it, and it was in the middle of Harlem. And the amazing thing was that the funeral was kind of an allegory for his life. He was a very quiet, very almost secretive human being. He lived in a way that, you know, that expression, still waters run deep. They ran very deep with Bill. He didn't really have to wear anything on his sleeve. You either knew him or you didn't know him. And he wasn't really worried about the opinion that he was held in. But into this funeral parlor came all kinds of people. Clients that he had represented somehow found that he had died. There was an honor guard of court officers that came to honor him after he had become a judge. Former secretaries and some of the support staff from offices that he had been in. Not all the upper echelons were there, but the support people were. And old friends and old lawyers and young people that he had mentored. He was a very special human being. And the reason why we created this award, why the board created this award, was because of the special way that he really felt about our clients. It was very, very simple. He had a really simple idea. Everybody deserved their day in court. Everybody deserved the right to be heard. Everybody deserved the full representation that Andrew was talking about. And they deserved it independent of the color of their skin or the amount in their wallet or what the charges were. And he lived his life in fulfilling that. Remember years ago being a paralegal with the New York City Legal Aid Society in the 70s when he was the head of an office in Queens. And he had this technique where I thought it was how you practiced law, but he had trained all of the lawyers that when a bail application was on, you made sure that the first couple of rows were filled with people who supported your client. I thought it was just what you did, and it became what I did, and it became what some of you did. It was just simply the way he went about his work. And so it was kind of a great thing to be working with him and partnering with him and eventually engaging in this great experiment that you were all part of. So I want to invite Mark Hoskin to come up because he has been the nominating force behind the person who's receiving the award this year. And it's very clear from his letter and his point of view that this award is well deserved in Bill's honor by our honoree Mark.